All right, Shalom. Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baharach HaKodash. I'd like to give double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that did well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect, and the 1/3. The Lord's will this video will be edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Baharach HaKodash. And as the title reads, the Eve of Devastation. Okay, and I got this article pulled up, and I want to touch on it real quick. All right, I just came across it early this morning. All right, it's biblical, it's prophecy. All right, and we're really living in beautiful times. So Lord's will this will be edifying. Let me make sure the audio and video is good. Times. All right, and Shalom, Yahweh Bashem Shai, Bashem Chakodash, Barakatam to you brothers and few sincere sisters tuning in. So now that we know that's good, let's share the screen. Let's go over here. All right. And it just came across this article right here. It says, will a dark omen, all right, will a dark omen on election day be a sign that Babylon is on the eve of destruction? All right. So call law Yahweh Bashem Shai, Bashem Chakodash. And what it's referring to, okay, let's see if we can minimize that. Beautiful. Oh, wow, look, that's sick. See if we can. Day's a lot. All right, I'll just say that. Day's a lot. So we'll just go there. A lot of signs, okay, a lot of signs. What a time to be alive. All right, so right here it says, will a dark omen on election day be a sign that Babylon is on the eve of destruction? Now, what sign is coming? A blood moon is going to befall Babylon on the day of the last day of voting, okay? And that omen is referring to the prophecy in the book of Joel, which I'm just going to read for edification's sake for any brother or sister that may be being awoken now in these last days. And if they didn't know that the Bible speaks about why there will be, blood moons or eclipses, those are signs. Okay, this is how Yahweh Bashem Shai, all right, gives signs on the earth. There's many ways. All right, just like how storms, tempests, and floods is how Yahweh Bashem Shai is visiting the earth. You also will see signs in the heaven. All right, as the blood moons and eclipses, those are signs as well. So with this blood moon coming, this is a sign. All right, this is Yahweh Bashem Shai speaking to us, okay? And let's go right here. Look, it's titled The Day of the Lord, which the day of the Lord will be the day of Yahweh Shai, all right, through Yahweh Bashem Shai. Joel 2:30, and I will shew wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke, right? The sun shall be turned into darkness, meaning eclipses, and the moon into blood. All right, so right here, this is a notable sign, all right, of a great devastation coming. Okay, a great destruction is coming to this place, and it is very spiritual that a blood moon is falling on a day of Esau's elections. Okay, now you have some Edomites that are carnal, and they said that, hopefully, they say, hopefully, the blood moon represents a red wave of Republicans. See, they have no idea, because right now you have a great division. Okay, you have a great division in your politics. It's very wise of you to have a somewhat understanding. You don't need to follow any quote unquote conspiracy theories like this or that, but you have to have some knowledge, all right, of the leaders of today in the country you are captive in. Okay, so understanding the dynamics of the political parties does benefit you, because you understand how it's working, what divisions are taking place, what legislations they plan on bringing out, because with prophecy, everything's going to come through framing mischief by law. Okay, just like the mark, that's going to be put into play. All right, it's not just going to be here. They're going to put it in on paper. Okay, so it's it does behoove you to understand at least Democrat, Republican, plebeian, patrician. That's Rev 13, and it says, and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of Yahweh Bashem Shai comes. So the mere fact tomorrow, because today is the 7th, tomorrow You're going to have a blood moon on the day, the last day of voting for midterm elections. So now they're bringing this. Is this an omen? Is it? And yes, it is. Yes, it is a sign, because this is a sign of your end. Because while you're trying to bring in new kings, the King of Kings is coming. Okay. And immediately when I read this, I thought of this song. I'm into oldies music, myself. I'm into oldies. I'm into, the harmonious singing and things like that. There was a song that was sung by Barry McGuire. Now, it was originally written by P.F. Sloan, but this song is very spiritual, and it's a catchy tune, but it came out in 1965. And I actually would like to read just a couple lyrics of this song, and I found it to be very spiritual. And the actual, this is the definition, okay? But through the spirit, I titled mine just a little different. They copyright, they do this, so you kind of, I like to fly under the radar with lessons, because you're not trying to get any strikes or anything. But the same title for this song is the same right here. Is it on the eve of destruction? And absolutely, absolutely, yes. Because you measuring the time, which we'll hold that, with us measuring the time diligently within itself, you can see the parts coming to pass what was told of us from the beginning. What is that? Second Ezra is at 9-1, 8-1. Let me see. Yep, 9-1. So I want to hold this here. All right, we should be familiar with it, but we're reading it again. Now, before I go into the article, I just want to pull some of these things out. I want y'all to check this out, okay? So let's go right here. I zoomed it in. It says the Eastern world is exploding, right? The valley of Jehoshaphat, the Middle East, all right? Elam, Persia, right? Iran, Russia. Violence flaring, bullets loading. You're old enough to kill, but not for voting. You don't believe in war, but what's that gun you're toting? And even the Jordan Rivers has bodies floating. This came out in 1965. And where's the Jordan River? It's being occupied by the bastards. It's being occupied by the Gentiles right now. Bastards shall dwell in Ashdod. Ashdod being a capital in our land, right? So this is letting you know the least of the flock shall draw them out. We should know who the least of the flock is, right? Mr. 48. It says, check this out. But you tell me over and over again, my friend, how you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. So he's going in about how this is happening and that's happening. And you keep telling me over and over how you don't believe that we're at the eve of a great destruction. And that's what's taking place right now. Okay. We're seeing all the signs. We're witnessing it play out perfectly. But people still have this mindset of, oh, I can't believe that we're at the eve of no, there's no way. But guess what? We are at the eve of a great devastation to this empire. Now that I got that, what I want to do is I want to read just a little bit of this, and then I'll go back to the article. Okay. So 2 Ezra 9-1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. Well, guess what? The moon itself is how we measure the time. Okay. This is how we know the feast days, right? Doesn't it speak about that? How the moon, let me see if I can actually, I could snag it. I thought I had more than one King James up. So let's see. Let's go here and let's just put it in Google. The moon, let's see. Let me see how I can quote this here. Let's put decreasing in her perfection. Oops. Let me do this again. I think it was right there. Was that it right there? Oh, okay. Let's put decreasing in her perfection. All right, here it is. Let's go here real quick. Usually I have a few of these tabs pulled up, but it's okay. So what I want to do is I want to show you something, okay? So when you go into this chapter, is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 43, it's talking about the moon, right? And its purpose. And look at this. Ecclesiastes 43:6. He made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times. See, this is why the moon is used to declare our Sabbath, our high holy days, and also the coming of the great and notable day of the Lord. This is why this same moon, all right, that was created for us to understand the times we're in for high holy days, the Sabbath, it's also being used to show us the times we're in pertaining to the end. No man knows the time, hour, or day, but we do know signs that are leading up to that great day. And this, my friends, is just another great example. Has there been many blood moons since we've been in the truth? Absolutely. But each time is a sign and a sign of things taking place. So this is letting us know that with a blood moon coming, and at that on the day of the end of an election day, it's an omen to the end of Esau's empire. Okay, this is an end of an age that we're witnessing a sign of. You could just have a blood moon and you kind of look around like, oh man, well, you got this going on and this going on, but you actually have a blood moon taking place on election day in Babylon. And remember, we're in Rome all over again. And what did the Romans use when they elected a new official? They call it now an inauguration. So you have an augur that will pre-tell the future, if you will, of this rulership. So this is a sign letting us know that your rulership is coming to an end. Okay, did it not say that the moon was made for a declaration of times? So in this instant, this blood moon is declaring the time, all right, as an omen to your destruction. And it says, and a sign of the world. See, this is the sign of the world taking place. This is how we're measuring the time diligently. And we're using what the Lord has given us as a prophetic clock. And how do we measure the time? Based off signs, all right, events, and things that are taking place. This is how we are measuring thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou see part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, what is a sign? Blood moons, right? Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And it says in Isaiah 29 that he will visit the earth with tempests, storms, floods, devouring fire. Now you have Florida saying there's another devastating storm coming again. Okay. And it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, the end is manifest. So tell me, that's what he said, tell me over and over again, my friend, how are we not on the eve of destruction? This is beautiful. This is beautiful, and I was just thinking Yahweh Shemel Shai the other day, on the way home, like, the Wadi Yahweh Shemel Shai, this is the last heathen empire. This is the last rulership. And like I said, if any of you brothers, you sisters, you like these certain oldies, this is a goodie. All right. This is actually a good song, and it's very spiritual. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to read just a little bit into this, just a little bit, and probably a couple more lyrics, and that'll be the lesson. It says, opinion, which the word opinion means belief. It says, the level of anger that we are witnessing all over Babylon right now is extremely alarming. All right. Babylon is at the eve of devastation. Millions of voters on both the left and the right are filled with rage. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, we read this, right? Matthew 12, the left and the right, the lesser of two evils, a great division. And it's so beautiful. This place is called the United States, which they are not. They are now the divided, okay? And there's a great division that's taking place, you see? So let's see. Let's have this right here. Actually, let's read it. Matthew's 12 and 25. I like to use the red letter. It says, and Yahweh Shai, all right, Yahweh Shai knew their thoughts, having spiritual power, and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Do you think that's just an old saying, as if that doesn't mean now? No, that's including now. So is this not a kingdom, which is now a queendom? And is it not divided against itself on all manners? I mean, across the board, it's divided against itself. Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And what are we witnessing? A great division is taking place. And with this division, they're filled with rage. It says, and I have never seen this country more bitterly divided than it is at this moment. Hey, call Allah Yabashim Shai. Interestingly, survey after survey has found that the economy is the number one issue that voters are concerned about, which is going to lead to what? The cyber attacks. There's going to push in digital currency, see, which is going to lead to what? The mark, the charagma, the great hour of temptation, which we are all aware of. It says, once our great economic machine is coming apart at the seams, and the cost of living has become extremely oppressive, right? The word oppression means authority with cruelty. This is why it says they shall not regard king nor prince. The course of their actions is going to be in their hand, because the average Babylonian that has lived the life of Babylon and done what Babylon said according to the image is now seeing that even if I try to uphold Egypt, I will fall. So now you're going to have issues within against the same system that they relied on to live. So it's beautiful. But to be honest, for now, the economy is still relatively stable. So how angry will Babylonians be once the wheels start coming off and economic conditions really start deteriorating very rapidly? Well, I'll tell you what. In this same book, Matthew's 24, it tells you that what? The love of many, Matthew 24 and 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So as prices dwindle and increase, as money is stretched thin, all right, as the dollar is collapsing, people are going to lose the little bit of moral values that they pertain now, because that's out the window. Okay, when you're in Babylon, people are rude, mean, inconsiderate, nasty, and this is while society is quote unquote functioning. So what happens to these people when society breaks down and life or death is presented in front of you, and all manner of wickedness is running through your mind to survive? What do you think is going to take place? Lawlessness, lewdness, all right, incontinency, all right, uncontrollable behavior. You see, as I write this article, we are a nation that is teetering on the brink of widespread civil unrest. Did we not read uproars of the people? See, uproars of the people in the world. This is what's taking place. So tell me over and over again, my friend, we are on the eve of destruction. Don't you understand what I'm trying to say? Can't you feel the fears I'm feeling today? If the button is pushed, there's no running away. There'll be no one to save with the world in a grave. Take a look around you, boy. It's bound to scare you, boy. And you tell me over and over again, my friend, how you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction? Yeah, my blood's so mad, feels like coagulating. I'm sitting here just contemplating. I can't twist the truth. It knows no regulation. Handful of senators don't pass legislation, and marches alone can't bring integration when human respect is disintegrating. Ooh! When human respect is disintegrating, this whole crazy world is just too frustrating. I'm telling you, man, you got to listen to this song. It's a good song, man. And it got the lyrics to go with it. It's got the lyrics to go with it. Let's see a little more. It says, as NBC News has noted, candidates from both major political parties have been physically attacked in recent weeks, with which that at another time I'll tell you, brothers and sisters, about that. Don't read too deep into that one, but the damage is done for what they wanted the public to know about it. Okay, it says armed men in mask and tactical gear show up at secure ballot drop boxes. Candidates of both parties have been physically attacked, election workers intimidated, and threats against members of Congress are up tenfold. So tell me over and over again, my friend, how are we not at the eve of destruction? Let's see. For many voters, blah, blah, blah. Overwhelming sense of dread that the nation is on the eve of devastation. It is not often that we get such a truthful admission from the mainstream media. Nobody can claim that the mood in this country is good right now. In fact, one recent survey found that 2/3 of all Americans believe that the U.S. is at the lowest point in their memory. See? And what's that? Jeremiah. Take balm for her. Let's get that really, really quick. This is what these precepts that the Holy Spirit has been having us bring out for years. Okay, years. You're now seeing it. Okay, this is Jeremiah 51 and let's see, 9. It says, "We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go everyone into his own country. For it says, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies." Verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen. See, we're at the eve right now, and then suddenly it's going to fall. It's suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. No, she's not going to be healed. She is going to be brought down to the greatest destruction known to man. Now let's see here. There's a little more information. These are a couple little articles that they found on their own research. Oh, look at this. It says sky watchers on 4 continents will have the chance next week to catch the last total lunar eclipse for 3 years. Yeah, this eclipse that's coming, there will not be another one like this for the next 3 years. So what's that tell you? The eclipse will occur Tuesday. What's today? Today is Monday, so tomorrow. Okay, it says, in Lord's will, I'm gonna record it. Actually, let's see real quick. Let's see. Let's go to Google. Let's go right here and say, where can I see the blood moon eclipse? All right. Let's go to this one, because it'll let you know sometimes certain parts of where you're at, you won't be able to see it. Oh, look, the eclipse dubbed the Beaver Blood Moon lunar eclipse, since it's occurring during November's full Beaver moon, will be visible across North America. What's North America, brothers? Babylon, the Pacific, Australia, and Asia. During the eclipse, the full moon will pass through the Earth's shadow as it moves behind our planet with respect to the sun, giving a spectacle bloody color in the process. Wow. So, hey, Lord's will, I'm going to watch. Oh, well, it says that it begins at 3:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, I don't know if I'll be up at 3, but it's going to be out there. Okay, we'll be out there. So, hey, something to look for. But not only that, understanding why that's taking place. That's prophecy. Okay, that's prophecy. Look at this. Look at this. It says, many consider a blood moon to be a very bad omen. Now, one would say, well, what's an omen? I'll tell you. I'm going to wrap this up. The omen, okay, to give indication of the future. What is an omen? To give indication of the future. What are we saying that's getting ready to come to pass? The destruction of Babylon on the day that they have what they call the election day, to determine the rulership of this current country. Okay, so we're letting you know in the spirit, this blood moon is an omen to a sign of your end of leadership. Okay, it's the end of your leadership, the end of you being in power. How is the hammer of the earth broken asunder? Okay, you see, that's what's happening. That's what's taking place. Prophecy against Babylon is taking place. You see? You see? Now let's see real quick. Let me go right here. This is Jeremiah 59. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations, starting with Gog, from the north country, Russia, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. This is what's getting ready to come to pass. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go down a little bit. Let me see. I'm just looking. I want to pull up the one about being most proud. Jeremiah 15:22. A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. Tell me over and over again, my friend, how you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. It says, excuse me, I'm not a good singer. It says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? See? And let's just go right down here. There's a lot of good meat up in here, but I'm just pulling what I want to grab. Let me see where, right here. Jeremiah 50:31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord, power of hosts, for thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up, and I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him. This is what's getting ready to come to pass. Okay. It says, many consider a blood moon to be a very bad omen. Could it be possibly that this is a sign that we really are on the eve of destruction? NBC News has suggested. And it should be noted that this blood moon also comes as a torrid meteor shower, sending brilliant fireballs down on our planet. Wow. What does this represent? What happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? Didn't it say, as Sodom and Gomorrah, I shall destroy Babylon? You see? So there you go. During the next week or so, keep a sharp eye on the night sky for the possibility of catching sight of an outstandingly bright meteor, for there's a chance that Earth will encounter a swarm of unusually large particles capable of generating some eye-catching, really brilliant fireballs. What is that representing? The missiles, the kind that make an unexpected public call the police. Wow. So there you go, man. In the end, these signs in the heavens may not mean anything at all, but without a doubt, we are a country that is teetering on the edge. There you go. And that's all we need. No, you are on the eve of destruction. Okay. Look at this. It says, I'll read a little more of this. It says, and think of all the hate there is in Red China, then take a look around Selma, Alabama. You may leave here for 4 days in space, but when you return, it is the same old place. The pounding of the drums, a sound of battles in the land, the pride and disgrace, thou most proud. See, you can bury your dead, but you don't leave a trace. Hate your next door neighbor, but you don't forget to say grace. That's the hypocrisy of Babylon. Being Christians and love everyone. Like, look at all this that's going on outside. And then you'll have a Christian come up and try to tell you God loves everyone and everyone can be saved. But when you look at earth and the people that are in it and who's downtrodden and who's been under the iron fist, that's looked past. That's the hypocrisy of this place, you see? So that's that song. See? And you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction? No. You don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Exactly. They don't believe it, but we know. We know where we stand, all right? Because now we have what? A more sure word of prophecy. All right, let's grab that in Peter's. Okay, and I'll probably end it on there. All right. But let's just snag this real quick. I believe it's First Peter's 2:21. A more sure word of prophecy. See, they don't know. Okay, if you notice that, well, it could mean nothing. No, we're telling you what it means. That's what a prophet does. A prophet doesn't say this. No, we're telling you. Okay, we're telling you what's going to happen. This is 2 Peter's 1:19. we have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed. See, this is why wisdom and knowledge will be our stability, because we're taking heed, all right, of what we know that's taking place. We're not, well, maybe, no. We understand now. As unto a light that shineth in a dark place, that's us, until the day dawn and the day star arise in your heart. So we are that light, with the Lord shining that light on us, making us a beacon of light, are shining in a dark place of confusion, okay? A dark place that ultimately would be from destruction and devastation. And it's coming, man. Okay, it's coming. And I humbly believe in our lifetime, because all the signs are here. All right, we can't be well, maybe, no, it's coming. Yahweh Shai said 2,000 years ago, as ye go preach, telling them the kingdom of heaven is at hand. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. So continue to pray, repent to Yahweh Shai, ask for forgiveness, pray in the name of Yahweh Shai. All right, and continue to stay close to Yahweh Shai while he may be found. So I pray that this lesson was edifying and exhorting to you sincere brothers and sisters. And I'd like to say, Call Halal, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem, Racha Kodash. I would like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, Abad Babal. And with that being said, Shalom.